music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my early review for Power. This is season 5. This is episode 2. Why did I put episode 3? Wait, what episode is this? No, this is episode 2. Why am I tripping? Anyway, I'm going crazy. Probably because it's so late and I'm going, insane. But this is episode 2 of Power. Season 5. Tonight's lipstick is still Kat Von D. The color is called Mother, and I like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, throw a comment below, and also share the video too. Now, as I told y'all, my Power reviews are a little bit different. They are longer because Power is a full hour, and it's just so much to decompress and so much to go over. So go ahead, get you a little drink. You know what I'm saying? Get your little set. Have a seat. Get some cheese and crackers or some chicken or whatever. Get comfortable, okay? And if you're doing stuff around the house, just go ahead and do some things. I'm not rushing through this. It's going to be what it's going to be. So we see the beginning of the episode start off, and we see they're at the little port or whatever. And remember last season how Jason met with Tommy? Tommy promised him, yeah, you can bring your stuff in through the port or whatever. We got this. We're going to do this. So Jason sent his people over. Okay, we see 2 people getting out the little boat or whatever. Like, hey, this was clear with our boss. Because the Jimenez cartel people like, hold up, bruh. You're in the wrong place. You ain't supposed to be here. They're like, no. It was clear by our boss. Jason, it's supposed to be cool. No, this is cut by Jimenez cartel. Go head on somewhere. And at first, they turn around like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You got it. And then they turn, and it's a whole little shootout. So the Jimenez cartel kill 2 of Jason's men and dump their ass in the river and take their drugs. I'm like, well, you know what? That ain't gonna go over well if we know that's gonna happen. We see finally we see Tasha finally grieving for Raina. I don't think we saw her cry or break down before, but she's in Raina's room, in Raina's bed, crying her eyes out. We see Tariq hearing it. I think we even know that Ghost hears it, but they're all separately in the house in their own spaces. So here comes Tariq coming in. Mom, is you okay? Oh, now you care, little boy? Get your little stupid ass up out there. Your mama's. Get your ass out of there, boy. Shut the hell up. It's all your damn fault. So she kind of, I'm okay. Yep, go back to bed. But you kind of notice she don't look at him. Like, she walks past him and she says things to him, but she's not really looking at him. Tariq need to go sit down somewhere because, bruh, it's really all your fault. Like, yes, it's a little bit of Ghost's fault. Yes, it's a little bit of Tasha's fault. Yes, it's also Kanan and Dre's fault. But at the end of the day, Tariq was one who just was out here, just led astray, running amok all up and down these streets. So go sit your ass down somewhere. And not only that, you didn't even like your family last season. Like, now you can't care now, bro. We don't care that you care now. We don't want you to care now because it's too damn late. Your sister's dead. So we do see Angela as well. Angela is at work. She's like running point on that whole Uriel murder. Remember, who killed Uriel? Tommy and them killed Uriel when they found out what happened or whatever. So she's running the point on that because 1, Uriel's dead, and 2, they raided a house, which was a Toros Locos location or whatever, and they found a whole bunch of drugs, a whole bunch of guns or whatever, and they found that one special golden gun. So Angela's running a point on that. And of course we see Sax, John Mock, and also Donovan was back. Don't really like it. Well, it's more Sax who don't like it. Sax has it out for Angela, and we can clearly see that. He just don't like her, like, at all. And anything that she do or say, he like, I just hate this bitch. I mean, well, so do we. So we do later see Sax talking to John Mock and Donovan. Now remember that witness that they had, the girl who said, yeah, I heard Ghost's voice, and Ghost's voice is Jane St. Patrick or whatever. So that whole thing. So, they've been talking to her, and she's kind of been giving them information about what happened the night her fiance was killed. So she said, yeah, we was blindfolded, we was kidnapped on this day, we was driven or whatever, we was going over over a dirt road. We went over some pebblestone, these different things, and then we heard some music, and then it was dead silent. So Donovan and Sax say Ghost opened a club on the same day the day was kidnapped. Ghost's club has a loading dock. So he then says, I think that Ghost kidnapped them, took them back to his club, and killed them on the loading dock. John, like, is you crazy, motherfucker? What did you talk? You think James St. Patrick kidnapped them and then had the audacity to take them back to his own club that he just opened up and killed them there? He's like, he would never do that. I mean, but he did. Oh, he did, because that's exactly what happened. And he like, that's crazy. That's not, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't see anything. We can't use her as a witness because she didn't see shit. She heard something. She's a credible witness. He like, I don't care. He like, it's gonna seem as if we have a vendetta against him if we go against him with a little bit of bullshit. Like, he like, it just doesn't make any sense. Second, say, if we get St. Patrick on murder and drugs or whatever, we can then get Angela too and get her fired. They like, that's what this is about. Like, you concerned about Angela? He's like, yes, we got to get her out of here. They're like, bro, we got to go. Again, Sax is almost obsessed the same way that what's the guy who the guy who Sandoval killed? I can't think what his name is right now. But the same way her ex was obsessed with James and also obsessed with Lobos. It's a weird little, obsession, and it always goes through Angela, but whatever. At the house, we see Keisha at the house. Keisha's like, I guess she's a new housekeeper, she's a new cook. She'll be cooking breakfast or whatever. Because, Tasha gone. She didn't got up and went somewhere. We'll talk about that in a minute. And she's cooking food or whatever. So Tommy's there. So Tommy's like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm okay. But it's just so much. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Tommy? I just need to know what's going on. Tasha won't say much. He like, it's okay. Just calm down. She then say, Tasha won't give me a straight answer. All she did was Tasha asked me if anybody asked her anything about what happened the night Raina was killed, to say that her and Tariq was here the whole time. And I'm like, well, not the Raina killed, but if the night that they killed Ray Ray, if anybody asked this particular night where they was here the whole time. I'm like, Keisha is not a good friend, because my thing is, if my friends say to me, if anybody asks you I was here all night, you don't say that to somebody else. You don't even say that to somebody else in your same circle. That was an A and B goddamn conversation. The fact that Keisha said something shows Keisha can't hold water. She can't. And she almost trusts Tommy too much, because I ain't gonna say she desperate, but I ain't gonna say she not. I mean, because even though Tommy is in the family, Tasha had a conversation with you in private for a reason. Like, she didn't ask you that in front of anybody else. Why would you then bring it up to Tommy? The whole time we see Tariq in the cut, he listening, okay, because he's a little sneaky little motherfucker. So I'm like, whatever. He probably gonna go put it on Facebook, because he can't hold water either. He always snitching on somebody or whatever. So I just feel like he gonna be on Snapchat, on Instagram, like, my mom told my auntie to lie on me and we ain't need to do nothing. We wasn't even together that whole night. I think he gonna be just on the little social media, just snitching his dog. Ooh, he get on my goddamn nerve. Anyway, we then see where Tasha at, because Ghost like, hey, where Tasha at? Keisha said, I don't know, she left earlier. So him and Tommy leave too. But we see where she is. She up in meeting with Angela. So these secret meetings with Angela. I don't want to have secret meetings with my husband's ex side piece. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't. I don't. I really don't. And I get the reasoning behind it, but I still feel like the shit is real shady, because Angela and Tasha both haven't even included Ghost in this, when this is about their children. You're trying to protect Tariq for killing Raina's killer, but why haven't anyone told Ghost? Just wondering. Anyway, So Anne's like, look, you need to find out if anybody can connect Ray Ray to Tariq. Okay, that's what you need to find out, because that's what I need to know. And she then gives her a little secret phone, like, look, the number program here, I got one just like it. Hit me up when you get it figured out. But I'm like, again, why has no one told Ghost any of this stuff? Okay, that's kind of weird. We then see Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan meet up, and they're basically trying to figure out how the hell did the whole Drake hit go so wrong. So you see, they kind of blaming Kanan's guys, like, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My guys did what they were supposed to do. However, they said that Dre started running as if he knew what was happening, like somebody warned him what was coming. So who the leak? Who said something? At that point in time, like, what my guys? You know what I'm saying? My guys, it's kind of missing action right now, so I don't know what happened. And then what they trying to figure, they're like, well, who else knew? Like, who could have warned him that something was coming, that he ran or whatever? And before they can kind of think about who else knew, Tommy, you said this shit in front of Tariq. Okay. Then Jason pull up. I'm like, where the fuck? Where did Jason come in town? So, excuse me, Jason, who was the big wig, the big drug dealing person from Chicago, who we did see last season, he pull up in a G-Wagon. I'm like, first of all, how did you find Ghost and Tommy in this damn alley with Kanan? Like, who got a low jack? Like, I mean, well, you probably was following them, but still, how it was just they kind of popped up, you know, they popped up like the goddamn weasel out of goddamn Jack in the Box. I was confused, and when Tommy realized who it is, he like, okay, put y'all guns down, because of course when they put up Ghost and Kanan, and Tommy, they all was like, who are you? So Jason come out, he's pissed off. He's very upset. This is some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You lied to me. First of all, I told you don't work with Ghost no more, and you still with him. I'm looking like, is you jealous? What, is you jealous? I mean, bro, what's going on here? You can't tell one man to not work under the man. Anyway, he like, the port deal was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My guys came here, and the Jimenez cartel people killed my two guys. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm out of $2 million. They took my drugs. I'm out of $2 million. You owe me $2 million. Okay? He like, and I don't know what's gonna be more joy, killing you or getting my money. And Tommy like, well, shit, I don't want to die. What I'm gonna say? He then says, I'm gonna get you your money. I'm gonna get you your money. Don't worry about it. He like, well, how you gonna do that? You gonna kill the Jimenez cartel? He like, if it comes to that. He said that, and both Ghost and Kanan said, who said that? Who said that? I ain't said that. Who gonna do that? Who gonna do that? Not me. Not I said the cat. I mean, Tommy making promises he know he can't keep, sort of, kinda. And he like, okay, since you can't leave Ghost alone, since y'all goddamn connect that goddamn hip, he in this too. He like, and then who the fuck are you? Talking to Kanan. He like, I'm a friend from the past. He like, you know what, friend from the past? Your ass in it too. I'm looking like, how he is hiring straight hitters from the sidelines? I mean, you don't know that man? He could be an accountant. You don't know who he had a gun, so maybe not an accountant. And he dressed like a killer. Anyway, so now we got the goddamn 3 blind mice all working together to be the goddamn 3 amigos to try to kill the Jimenez cartel. My thing is, y'all couldn't even kill Dre right. We know y'all killed Lobos. Y'all killed Mulan. You couldn't kill Dre right, so how will you kill the Jimenez? I'm not sure. At this point in time, you know, they all like, this is some bullshit. You know, how do we, I'm sorry. How are we gonna get this gun? You know, Ghost like, dude, Tommy, this shit ain't smart, man. Like, what's going on? You done put me into some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm in it now because you put me in it. But, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to kill Dre. I didn't want to kill her, man, this cartel. He like, and not only that, they not Lobos. They not Mulan. You know what I'm saying? It's different. We had a direct connect to them. We don't have any connect to the, you know, to the Jimenez cartel. Kanan then say, we just need to follow Dre. If we follow Dre, he gonna lead us to them. We have to just follow him and then get to them, kill the Jimenez cartel. If we kill the Jimenez cartel first, we can then kill Dre without any issues, because they all bring up how they had them cars or whatever. So they like, again, if we kill the Jimenez cartel first, they can't retaliate against us about killing Dre. And I'm like, I mean, well, it makes sense, but still, y'all couldn't kill Dre right. You couldn't. You had one goddamn job, okay? 3 killers in 1 car couldn't kill 1 goddamn dude. So how y'all gonna kill the whole goddamn cartel? I don't know, but we're gonna have to see. At this point in time, we see Dre going to see Diego. Now Diego is a weird one because what is Diego doing? Diego is up in the window. He's in the open space of a room in the window having sex with two girls. And I was kind of confused what was happening because he was like hitting one girl from the back. I got that, but I was confused. I'm like, what is the girl on the ground doing? And I was like, is she messing with his butt? I didn't know what was going on. I just, I don't know. I never understand why a dude is having sex with a girl and a girl on her knees behind him. I'm just like, that's just weird. Jesus be offense. Anyway, when Dre walking like, oh, you know what? I'll come back. He like, no, Dre, you stay. I love an audience. Do you? Well, okay. So Dre is forced to sit there and at least listen. I mean, he ain't looking like. I mean, he like, he over there having sex. And I think it was, I'm like, because I kept asking myself, what is the girl on the floor doing? Like, why is she down there? Like, and then they keep saying, oh, just let him finish. Well, okay. Anyway, he finishes because he loves an audience. And he then talks to Dre because he's upset. One, he's upset because like the feds raided a Toro's stash house. They got 86 kilos of my product. So I'm out my money. Okay, that pisses me off. He like, not only that, I'm gonna need you to help me with this next shipment to make up the money that I lost in that raid. Like, you should have been on top of that, but you wasn't. But it is what it is. I don't care. You gonna help me with this next shipment. From there, he then said, you know what I'm saying? And when you gonna get, the Bassett group to get you connected to their international clubs. Remember, he told them, I can connect y'all to all these clubs through the Bassett group or whatever, and that was a promise of his, and he ain't got shit connected just yet. Oh, it's coming. You need to hurry it up, okay? You need to hurry the fuck up. And I'm like, oh, kind of calm down now, Diego. But Diego was crazy too. He then was like, you know what I'm saying, and what's going on with the Toros, you know what I'm saying, with Uriel being killed, it's now fighting within the ranks of them, they all like arguing or whatever. You need to head on that shit, okay? I need you to fix that shit. I'm looking like, we gotta fix everything. So he's kind of just shooting these demands at Dre, and Dre looks like a kid overwhelmed with too much damn work. And he like, okay, I got you. Okay. And I'm like, Dre is a street dude, but Dre ain't all that smart sometimes, and it just seems as if he was like, I think I got it, but I don't know if I got it, but I'm just gonna keep saying okay and get the hell up out of here because he just had sex with some girls in front of me and I ain't want to see that. So, but you can clearly see Dre ass is in over his head. Now we see shicey ass Tate. I kind of see the point of him in the show, meaning Ghost wants to go legit. Why my shirt keeps getting stupidly messed up my thing? Ghost wants to go legit. Ghost wants to be a regular businessman, and that's the persona he wants. So I get he wants to be connected to Congressman Tate, because it seems legit. However, Tate seems more crooked than Ghost. Okay, and Ghost is a drug dealer and murderer. Let's be truthful. He just seems more crooked in my eyes, and I'm just waiting for the shit to hit the fan. So, you know what I'm saying? He like, look, we need to raise all this money for this organization we're gonna have coming up, but to do that, we can't have you with this unsolved murder of your daughter. It don't look good. The optics doesn't look good. So we need to see if maybe you and your wife would do like a press conference, maybe put up a reward so that'll make the police look a little bit harder for the killer, and kind of get the word out or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? He like, look, Tasha ain't ready at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. I don't know. He like, look, it can get us more donations. It can get this. He throwing out all these these things that had nothing to do with the daughter. You know what I'm saying? And Ghost is like, he just in his bag where he not trying to show any emotion about it or whatever. And he like, I'll talk to Tasha about it and I'll see what she gonna say. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't trust Tate at all. I just don't. It's something just shysty. And even when he's suggesting these things to Ghost is like, it don't even seem like he don't even seem genuine in suggesting it. He just, again, he keeps saying how it's awful. Opposite, it'll make everything look better. Bitch, my daughter death ain't an option. It ain't an optic to make something look better. It's just kind of crazy. Anyway, We then see Tommy leaving his house, and here comes Uncle Sammy. Hey, Tommy, come take a ride. When an Italian say come take a ride and you ask a question, they say don't ask no questions, you get in the car, they probably finna murder you. They either finna murder you or they're gonna take you somewhere where someone's been murdered and ask you some questions. So I just, at that point I would just run. But he doesn't, he gets in the car anyway. So they get to this little warehouse or whatever, and they see the one kid who was shot by Dre but not killed is there bleeding. He just bleeding or whatever. And he oh yeah, the other dude is dead or whatever. So Vincent knows about him, but Vincent don't know about you. What the fuck happened? So even Tommy what the fuck happened? He the dude got the jump on us. He put out a gun and he shot so and so, and he shot me, but I got away. So so they the other guy dead, and we know that, but you missing right now, and they don't know what's going on. He shit. He Tommy, you have to tell Vincent you hide it. You have to tell him what happened. Tommy bullshit. So at this point in time, Tommy just want to shoot him dead, and then Sam was that's how we do things. You can't do that. He all right, fine. I need to talk to Teresi. He all right. So he said to the little shot kid, stay here. We're gonna come back with the doctor, and it'll be fine. Just stay here. We're gonna come back. Someone gonna, get you new bandages or whatever. And they basically just leave him there bleeding. So we do see Tommy then goes to Teresi in prison, and he was talking in code. He's yeah, I heard you had a party, and you left people off the guest list. He yeah. He well, you need to apologize to who you didn't invite and accept whatever they see fit to, how they see fit to react. Meaning you hired people you weren't supposed to hire without the permission of Vincent, and then when you did that, the whole party blew up, and now the person who you didn't invite, you have to tell him that you had the party and didn't invite him. And then he was you're gonna go back there and just accept whatever he say as a man, and you're gonna do it now. And he looks pissed. He's and your ass should have came to me first. And I'm okay. Again, how they do things is completely different, and Tommy didn't get that. He all this high. He I don't care. Go fix it. Go do it now, and I don't want nothing else. And then he just kind of walks away I'm done talking to you. Bye, bruh. And then even when Tommy then said, I heard the Connie stuff isn't doing too good. I'm sorry to hear that she's not doing good or whatever health-wise. He's don't you tell her that you're my son. That'll kill her sooner than later. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell her that. I'm looking well, damn it. I can't tell her I'm your son, and you just mad at me, bruh, and gonna walk with me, bruh. That's why I don't like it. But he cares because he needs the connection. Anyway, he go back to see the kid. So he go back, Sammy go back, the doctor go back to, get him stitched up so he can go talk to Vincent. They get there, honey, he dead. Dead as a doorknob. Dead as a grasshopper. Just dead as a boblo boat that's burnt up in the goddamn Michigan River. And he, of course, bled out. And so Tommy you stitched me to Teresi, talking to Sam, because again, Sam had already told Teresi what Tommy had done. So Tommy was pissed off, saying, you told on me to him before I could fix it and talk to him my damn self. And he was yeah, because clearly Tommy, you crazy as fuck, and now you have to explain to Vincent about 2 dead bodies, not just one. I said, well, goddamn it, that is true. So little thing with John Mock is trying to get someone to give them evidence or give them information about James St. Patrick, about ghosts. So he I got an idea. He goes to Proctor to say, hey, don't you wish I would just drop this whole thing about your license or whatever? He whatever, I don't care, I'm gonna be fine. He then says, you know what I'm saying, if you can maybe give me some information about one of your clients, maybe I'll withdraw my whole thing. He well, about which client? Now you want me to be a snitch about my clients? And then he's well, I won't say which one until you accept the offer. He's nope, without you telling me who it is, I'm not gonna do that. No. He then says, okay, well, think about this. How can you provide for your daughter if you can't practice law? Again, he's going to this hearing to possibly, hopefully, keep his law license so he can keep working. But if he lose, he can't practice law anymore, and it's true. What are you going to do for money? And we then see the next thing John Mock does to kind of put a nail in his coffin is he goes subpoena Silver. Now we know Silver was on the case with Proctor, so he under oath would have to tell the truth if Proctor at any time, was conflicted, or at any time was doing anything inappropriate, or any time had conflict of interest where he should have recused himself from the case. So I'm thinking like Mark is not playing. He's not playing fair. We do see Ghost and Tasha. They kind of are living on separate spaces or whatever. He like, what was you at this morning? Oh, I was running some errands. She lied. He then says, she asked him, where you going to run some errands? His ass lying. So again, they're not really communicating to the other one. They're both doing things on their own. And because I don't think Tasha know the full extent of what they're going through with Dre. The same way he have no idea of what she's working on with Angela. And they're no longer a team. They're not working they're a husband and wife still on the paper, but they're not really connecting or whatever. So because I'm like, you was clearly with Angela, and you're 100% keeping that from Ghost. So that is just kind of crazy. So he then said, well, hey, I was talking to Tate. Tate wants us to have a conference, a press conference about Raina to raise awareness for. He wants us to kind of offer a reward, for the whole optics thing. She like, no, I'm against it. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? She like, we know who killed Raina, and we know who killed Raina's killer. We can't draw any kind of connection to Tariq, to Ray Ray. And when she said that, I'm like, I don't think he's saying, let's go and say, we know who killed our daughter, and we need to find him. I think he is saying, let's just still say we don't know who did it, but someone did it, and I wish we knew who was. But I think she feel like if we put too much, they'll keep looking and they might find something. We kind of need to let it go, because what happened, and no one can really go to jail for it. And she like, so I'm just not with it at all. Like, 'cause I don't want to do it. Because we can't let nothing between you about Ray Ray and Tariq get out, whatever. She then tells him, can you find out who else knew about Tariq and Ray Ray, so that we can be sure that no one else can leak any information. And she like, you need to ask Kanan, because Kanan the one who introduced him. Kanan the one who did this and this and this and this, talk to his ass. And it's true, Ghost is being easy on Kanan, but I think it's because him and Kanan used to be friends, and he feels like, I damn near burnt that man up. I basically sent him to prison, so he did some dumb shit. However, so he didn't have any loyalty to me. However, Dre should have had loyalty to me, and he didn't. And he did all this, and he let my enemy get to my son, which in turn got my daughter killed. That's the reason he's more mad at Dre than he is at Kanan. It's still, but it is what it is. So, she then brings up, I still want to send Tariq away to school. Now, they was talking about doing that before Raina was killed. And then he like, well, I'll think about it, but I think that we don't need to let our son out of our sight right now. I agree. Tariq is a loose cannon. Tariq is a leak. Tariq is the leaky faucet in a house that's burning down. Like, it ain't gonna work. Like, it's not gonna help nothing if you just let it. It's not gonna stop the house from burning down. If you let Tariq go, he not gonna stop things from getting out. Tariq just don't make good decisions. He just does not. And if you put him away from people from watching him, I think it's gonna be worse. But it was what it was. And again, but that's because they not on the same team. They think in two different ways. We do see Dre at the wherever, I think at the club or whatever, and he's talking to one of his people in his crew or whatever. The little dude named Too Big. I'm like, first of all, name like Too Big, come on now. So he talking to little Too Big, and Too Big like, yeah, I heard the priest got killed. He got stabbed up in the park, whatever. Dre like, for real? That's crazy, man. You killed him. But of course, he's playing dumb. So he then said, well, yeah, that's all right, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I need you to, to handle this big shipping company. Like, I need you to do that for me, whatever. I'm depending on you. Yeah, man, I got you, man. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Cool, whatever. Cristobal then come in, and he like, I need to talk to you real quick. You know what I'm saying? Can you leave? He like, nah, he ain't going nowhere. He good. He can be right here. I guess he think that's his number 2. So Cristobal like, look, the whole Turos thing, they beefing with one another. You got the one person who's older, the one person who, is not experienced or whatever, and they beefing because they think the other one killed Uriel. He then says, you know what I'm saying, I think the one who is more experienced should take it, because he can start doing it and he can go and just be running. The other guy don't know what he doing. He likes, I think we should just pick the most experienced guy. 2-Bit then say, I think you should pick the guy who don't know shit because he can be controlled, and that's easier if you can control him. And I'm like, I mean, while that do make sense, at the same time, you still shouldn't put somebody that's not experienced in a point of power. That's just stupid. Even if you can control them, it's still, they gonna do some dumb shit. It's gonna be some dumb shit. It's gonna do some damage. It's gonna do some dumb shit gonna happen that you're not planning for, because again, you're assuming they will just follow your lead. However, Dre then said, you know what? I like that idea. All right, you know what I'm saying? I want the younger dude to lead the Toros, and because he won't question me. Cristobal look like, you listen to this 2-Bit motherfucker, like, what's going on? He like, I don't think that's the right move. Well, that's the move I'm making. I'm like, again, Dre, I feel like he feels like he's handling shit, and he ain't handling shit. The same way Ghost got into his mess because he thought he was handling shit, and he wasn't really handling shit. And we know Dre trying to be a mini Ghost, but bro, you ain't even worked your way up to be a junior Ghost. Like, you a junior Ghost, and you making just grave mistakes early on, but whatever. So he likes, I want you to kill the older dude, like hire some hitters to do it, because it can't come back to us. So no one in our camp can do it. Like, hire someone out and let them do it. He then says, if we do that, after they kill him, we got to kill the hitters. He like, all right, it doesn't matter. He like, and then 2-Bit then does say, that's a lot of bodies. And it was like, it doesn't matter, it has to be done. So we can't have no loose ends. And I'm like, that's not how it has to be done. You don't have to kill everybody, but it is what it is. So we then see 2-Bit in his car, and he ride with a different dude. And it's a dude who remind me of David Ruffin from the Temptations, because he had them glasses on and afro. It's just weird. So the glasses dude and 2-Bit riding around or whatever. And 2-Bit like, yeah, man, Dre want me to help him with this, and he want me to help him with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm his number 2. Glasses then say, well, if you number 2, I love that, because that means I'm number 3. So you got number 2 and number 3 in the car smoking weed. When you got a number 2 and number 3 in the car smoking weed, it never ends good. So they're driving, and then number 2 sees the Toros that Dre once killed. He see him walking down the street. He then say, Dre want him dead. Number 3 bust a U-turn. He like, I don't think we should do this. Like, I don't think this smart. He like, man, bust a U-turn. He like, all right, man. He bust a U-turn. They, do a little U-turn or whatever. 2-Bit old dumbass shoot the Toros dude in the street, broad daylight. He dead. And they pull off, speeding down the street. I'm looking like, you was a fucking idiot. Okay, this is a fucking idiot. However, it is what it is. We then see outside, cause who Ghost? No, when Tariq, when Dre and Cristobal was in the house and it was in there talking, and they seen them leaving or whatever, they like, should we follow him? They like, nah, we gotta just watch out for him to take us to the Jimenez. So Ghost and Kanan in the car talking. You know what I'm saying? Kane like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sorry about your kid. I'm looking like, bro, it's a little bit too late for that, but whatever. He like, and also I think Tariq was trying to step up. You know what I'm saying? I think Tariq is tough. He more tough than you were at his own age, and you was a tough little nigga. He like, I know you don't like it, you know what I'm saying? But he a hood, like he a street nigga, and he gangster, and it's just in him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And then he like, look, hey, I don't want that life for my son. He like, for me, whatever, but I don't want that for him. He like, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Who else know about Ray Ray and Tariq? He like, oh, just Brains. But he been gone for a minute, but he ain't gonna do nothing because he know if you go against Tariq, that's gonna be going against me. I'm like, bruh, Ray Ray went after Tariq. Ray Ray knew going after Tariq was going after you, and he still did it. And he then went and killed a whole kid. He killed the whole kid. No, I don't. I feel like some people ain't scared of him because when he said, he wouldn't do that because of me. Ray Ray did it. So my thing is, if Ray Ray was able to do something, how do we know Brains ain't either? Anyway, again, like, I don't know, because again, Brains been on for me, so I don't think he's gonna be coming after Tariq. So Go said like, look, once this whole thing is done, you know what I'm saying, I'm out. I'm going legit. I'm done for good. Kanan then drop a little bug in his ear. He then say, well, Italians fucked that up. He like, what? Meaning Tommy's Italians fucked up him being done. He says, if it wasn't for Tommy, Drake would be dead, and you wouldn't be hearing this mess in the first place. Meaning, Tommy made a deal with Jason, and because his deal fell through, now he is in this muck of having to handle Dre and have to handle the Jimenez. So it's kind of all Tommy's fault in the beginning, point blank into the period. And I'm looking like he trying to turn Ghost and Tommy against each other. But I'm like, they ain't even the best friends right now, so this is what it is. We do see Ghost telling Tasha that he talked to Kanan, and that is one person who knew about them, and the dude name was Brains, that can connect them, but he ain't gonna do shit because he been MIA, he probably dead. She's like, okay, cool. Now she in Raina room. He outside Raina room. He kind of step in for a minute. He like, yeah, I ain't really been in here since, it happened or whatever. She's like, yeah, I know you can't come in. I can't leave out. And she's like, look, I need to I think we need go talk to a grief counselor or something, or a group or something, because I need to talk to somebody. He like, I don't need no grief. She's like, no, it ain't about you. Like, I need to talk to someone. Like, can you do it for me? Can you, for me, go to this grief counseling? He says, cool, I will, that's fine. So at the same time, we see Angela get a text from Tasha, like, the only connect to them is somebody named Brains. His real name is something. We think it's something or whatever. So Angela look it up in the system. So she look at the system and she see Brains is killed. He dead, deceased. She also see that he was killed with someone else. And she's like, what the hell does this connect? How does this have to do with Tariq? And she like, I don't know. At that point in time, she goes to her little meeting with the staff. It's her, Tamika, Sax, Donovan, I think Mock too. She brings up that gun we found at the Turos. It wasn't their gun. It's actually the gun of Diego from the Jimenez cartel. And not only that, his ass is in this. He's here, and we can kind of prove it. She's like, we know for a fact the gun was used to kill. Remember last season when Diego killed that lady, shot her dead, made the boyfriend of the husband sniff all the cocaine, and he died, and then he and the lady took the baby. So they know the bullet killed. That's what they talking about. The bullet killed her. The baby missing, and we have video footage or pictures or whatever of Diego leaving the house, and he's leaving, and it's a lady with him holding the baby. So they assume the lady is his wife, is his sister. So they're like, if we can connect the Jimenez cartel to this murder and to the drugs, it's a big win for everybody, and it's gonna kind of, be like huge. The whole time Sax like, this bitch here, like, why do she keep getting these big cases and they're making her look good, and I hate this bitch with a passion. He just don't want her there no more. And Angela is thinking, if I can flip his wife, we can catch Diego. And I'm like, you don't even realize that his sister crazier than him. She gonna kill your ass. Kill you dead. Anyway, we do see Proctor's hearing. At Proctor's hearing, John Mock not even really talking. It's Proctor kind of just talking about himself, or why he not corrupt, why he didn't do anything wrong, or whatever. But in front of some judges, they asked him, like, you had 2 other hearings before, and those 2 hearings we had, the witnesses always disappeared. Like, do you have anything to do with that? He's like, no, and I regret the implication that I did. I have no idea what happened. They then say, did any of your clients help? I don't have any. No, why would I ask my clients to do it? He's deny, basically. She then says, your real last name isn't even Proctor. She then says, your real name is something. I can't think what the name is said. And he says, yes, when my father died, my mother remarried and I changed my name to her husband's name. And then they was like, wasn't your birth father, he was acquitted of like attempted murder, but your father's side of the family have many convictions and different criminal acts, like they're a criminal family. I'm looking like, okay, Proctor ain't that, what I'm saying? That's why Proctor is comfortable with some of this shit, because he's from that life. But he then says, just because that's my background and my family, that ain't who I am. Just because I stand next to criminals to be the attorney does not mean I'm a criminal myself. Like, I'm saying, I'm a whole nice citizen. I'm just a defense lawyer. I'm saying, I ain't got time for all that bullshit. So I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We then see, here comes Silver. Okay, now we don't like Silver. We don't like that ass at all. He come in, and he really could have just said, He ain't do shit wrong. He didn't. Nope, not Silver. Silver like, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a little bit of a conflict because of Egan or whatever. Yes, he did tell James St. Patrick to not take a deal that would have ruined or would have served up his other client. He's like, so they said, well, was it a conflict of interest? He's like, well, I think it was more of a gray-ish line than, you know what I'm saying, a conflict or whatever. So then Proctor like, look, you just said, because he said James was innocent, or whatever, is what Silver said. He said, so Silver, you just said that James was innocent, right? He's like, yes, Proctor. He's like, okay. He's like, so why would I tell my innocent client, you said my client was innocent, why would I tell my innocent client to take a deal lying to say he's innocent? I mean, he's guilty when you just said he was innocent. He's like, well, it was a conflict of interest because, you know, you were also looking out for the interests of Tommy Egan. He like, yeah, but at that point in time, their alignments, it wasn't an alignment. I was telling my innocent client to not take a bad deal. It had nothing to do with Tommy Egan. So why would I tell my client to take a deal? That just doesn't make any sense. And what he said, I said, okay. So then at that point in time, they're like, all right, we're done hearing about y'all. We'll have a decision later. Silver ain't shit, okay? Because he could have easily went and just said, he cool. You know what I'm saying? He be an asshole sometimes. He a little bit, you know what I'm saying, extra. But, you know what I'm saying, he ain't out here killing people. I'm like, whatever. We do see Tasha and Ghost go to the grieving group at the church that they don't even go to, okay? That little cricket ass church that Tay had them go to, whatever. So we do see another family grieving. And the man who was grieving, I said, that's Larry from If Loving You Was Wrong. He died on there, but he alive on here. So we do see him saying like, yeah, our child was killed by a drunk driver. It makes us so mad because it's been 6 months and our kid is dead. And he like, I follow the killer all the time who goes to this particular liquor store and gets a drink and still be drinking and driving. And it just makes me so mad because he gonna kill another kid. Like, is it wrong for me to want them dead? And Ghost looking like, it sure the fuck ain't. So we then see them saying like, well, does anyone else want to speak? Tasha go to raise her hand because again, Tasha wants to just get out her emotion. And when she goes to raise her hand, Ghost touch her hand and put her hand back down like, you know, don't do that. Because again, Ghost don't want her talking about it. Ghost is burying his emotion. Ghost is not handling it in the right way. So in the car, she's like, look, Ghost, I need to talk to someone. That was the whole point of me going to that group. We're like, they don't get us. You can't, talk about that up there. She's like, well, I don't have to say what happened or the details, but I can say how I'm feeling. He's like, nope, no, we should not talk about it at all. And I'm like, bruh, everybody can't just, suppress their feelings like you. Let that lady grieve. So, excuse me, she's pissed off. Like, you know what? Maybe if the Reverend found us a murdering, drug dealing group, maybe then I can talk. I said, well, you know what? That's true, because at that point in time, that's your lifestyle. But she, of course, is just frustrated because he's not allowing her to speak. And on one hand, I get it, because the people who child died don't live your life. Like, you literally is married. You are married to a person who was a drug kingpin at that point in time, and sometime in that life, people die, and it's so fucked up. But the reason they children are dead at that meeting is completely different than why your child is dead. It's just completely different. But she do need some kind of outlet to let it out. But he like, we can't. You can't do shit. You just can't talk about nothing. At that point in time, we do see Ghost call Tate and say, look, about that press conference, we can't do it. Like, Tasha is not in the right mindset to do no damn press conference. So no. He like, well, look, you know what? Come down tomorrow. We have a little get together, whatever, and maybe if we show her what we got going on, she'll be obliged to maybe think about talking then. Like, it's a little something that's come down tomorrow. He like, all right, fine, I'll talk to her about it. He then we then see Tate is at his little office or whatever, and he looking at paperwork and looking at posters and stuff because he wants to run for governor. Councilman Tate is trying to run for governor, and I feel like he want to use Raina's death, her murder, and he's hoping they can catch her killer, and then that'll be his bid to run for governor. That's what the trick is. So at the same time of that's going on, we then see Ghost hang up from Tate, and he calls Angela. Angela, of course, does not answer the phone. So he leaves her a message, and he says to him, I'm just not doing good. Like, I'm not doing good. Can you please call me? I'm just not doing good. And he in his car drinking out of a damn brown paper bag. Now, ghosts don't drink like that. And I think they said before in prior seasons how ghost drinking, nothing good can come from it. And I'm like, it looked like nothing good gonna come from it in the first place. So, 2-Bit then come into Dre's warehouse. He like, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. He all happy. Yeah, I killed that Toros dude. During Christmas, I was like, what? He like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Me and so-and-so was in the car riding. We saw him. I popped his ass. You know what I'm saying? Now he dead. You good. Dre like, what the fuck you say? What the fuck you do? I told, we was like, he like, what you mad for? You know what I'm saying? I didn't say you time and money. Spanky drove. The dude dead. Nobody seen this. We good. Dre like, man, get the fuck out of my face. Dre pissed. I told you it couldn't be led back to us, and you did it. He like, get the fuck out of my face. So then 2-Bit leave, and he pissed at how Dre talking to him. Chris Paul like, bruh, you gotta kill them. Like, the deal was, if we killed Turo's dude, whoever the hitters was had to die. If them two your friends did it, then they gotta die. He like, no, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna take them off or whatever duty. You gonna have their duties, and they gonna be put on. They gonna have to sit out and chill out or whatever. So he go outside. He like, I can't believe you did that. You know what I'm saying? You need to do what I say. If I say do A, B, C, and D, then you need to do A, B, C, and D how I told you to do it. He like, you think you tough? Oh, really? You think you tough now? You know what I'm saying? You wasn't shit when we met you. He like, but that ain't what we are now, Francis. You know what I'm saying? You work for me, nigga. I'm like, oh, okay. This my shit. This my organization. You do what I say do. Now get the fuck on. I'm looking like, look. Okay. He then said, you and Spanky both off duty or whatever. Y'all can't do the whatever work. He like, but Spanky can't do shit. Like, but Spanky can't call me. He didn't try to stop you. He didn't call me. And he is just as guilty as you is. So both your ass is, you know what I'm saying, on the house. You can clearly see 2-Bit don't like that shit. And not only does 2-Bit look like he don't like it, you then see 50 Cent Kanan watching and see the whole exchange. So he looking like, okay, I'll handle that. So I'm like, that's the thing that kind of just look weird. From there, we do see how the new idiot Toro leader walk in with his people, and he walk in with Dre and Cristobal like, yeah, this is our new boss. We getting all that stuff from them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is I'm like, you so, and he looked dumb. He looked like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just following the little protocol that he told me to say. Dre then says, yeah, good looking out on killing, you know what I'm saying, so. You killed him, right? He's like, yeah, I did that shit. Knowing dang well he did. And I'm like, he's so dumb. He's going on to whatever Dre say. So now Dre has a whole alibi or whatever to who killed the dude. It wasn't even them. It was the own people. I'm looking like, this is some bullshit. I just can't. Oh, can somebody just fucking kill Dre? Just fucking today. Anyway, we do see Kanan's true colors. Kanan gonna meet up with two of his other people who like at a docks or whatever, and he just admit, yeah, I'm gonna get in good with Tommy's connect. I just need to talk to him. I see who he is now, and once I get to his connect, we gonna take over all Tommy's operations. I'm looking like, so again, Kanan is being Kanan, and he's only there to take over what Tommy has. But he was saying that from before. He ain't changed his mind. I mean, he might want to kill Dre because Dre tried to kill him, but he ain't a bit more on the Man in the Moon trying to really work with them in real life. And that's why I like him. He's still the same old Kanan. Little scene to where Tasha tells Tariq they're gonna send him away to school. He like, okay, cool, that's fine. It's so crazy that people know I killed Raina, that it's my people, you know, the family. They know it's my fault, you know what I'm saying, I did it or whatever. Even you know. She's like, look, I'm not happy with what you did. I'm not happy with what your actions was. However, I'm still your mother and I still love you. I would have said, boy, look, I'm still pissed off at you. I want to fuck your ass up. I love you, but I don't like your ass right now. Get the fuck out of my face. Is what I would have said, but that's just me. Because you can still love your child, but he did some dumbass shit. But whatever. she does tell him, like, I found out the guys you was robbing with is dead. Like, why did you tell me that? And he says, well, I didn't think about it. She's like, well, is there anything else that I don't know? And he's like, no, you're lying, because she don't know your ass told Dre to fucking run. You a lying ass. You a lying little sack of shit. He then says, well, when I go away to school, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to do like you told me to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to behave myself. Bull the fuck shit. I don't even care. Whatever. We do see she's getting ready to go to this event that goes to her that Tate is having to show what they're trying to do. They walk into the event. This fool ambushed them with a goddamn press conference. They walk in, and as they're walking in, he's like, yeah, and the St. Patrick's who lost their daughter Rain, and they're here to speak and say something. And both Tasha and Ghost both look pissed the fuck off. Like, pissed the fuck off. Tasha pissed because she thinks Ghost tricked her to come there. Ghost pissed because he know Tate tricked them both to come there. So they're both pissed off, but they're in front of camera, so they can't act how they want to act. So they do go up. Ghost said, "Love something like him," said, "I miss my baby girl," and so sad that she's gone. Tosh, however, was more emotional. She was crying. Like, my daughter would never see her first. She was 16. She won't get married. She won't go to prom. You know what I'm saying? Her killer robbed her of her life. They robbed us of her future. And, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is, they need to pay. She was innocent, and someone robbed her of her life, and that person responsible. We're all responsible, and she just all in the feelings. And then once it's over, she pissed at Ghost, like, you ambushed me. He like, no, I didn't. He like, I didn't know that he ambushed both of us. And then when he kind of checked Tay, like, what the fuck, dude, what the fuck? When all the money start coming in, it'll be fine. You know what, Tate? Fuck you. I don't like you. You get on my goddamn nerves. We do see. Oh my god, this show takes for fucking ever to review. We do see Vincent seeing the day about his godson being dead. You know what I'm saying? Vincent like, what the fuck happened? Asking Tommy. It's Vincent, Tommy, Sam, and the dead body. He like, I hired them to snatch somebody had some issues with, things went left, and I did not think this would happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He like, but I did take care of the killer. Like, I did get that handled. Vincent looks at Sam and say, is that true? Did he handle it? And I'm like, he handled shit. Not a damn thing. So Sam lied and say, yeah, he handled it. So Vincent says, okay, you're going to take a 50% cut in whatever to pay restitution to these two families. That's going to be the thing. You know what I'm saying? And he like, absolutely. He like, and again, I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? I never meant any disrespect to the family. He says, you know what I'm saying, your father was a great man. You know what I'm saying? He's right now rotting in prison because he keeping his mouth shut for the family. He was like, don't ruin his name. Meaning, you out here doing some bullshit. You out here making moves without talking to people, and you fucking shit up. Don't ruin your father's name by making more mistakes on your own. So Vincent walks away. When Vincent walks away and is gone, Sammy then turned around and punched. He socked Tommy like 3 times in the face and kind of, took Tommy down. He like, what the fuck, Sam? He like, I told your father I wouldn't let Vincent hurt you, but I'll never ever lie to Vincent again for you. You just don't do no dumb shit. I'm looking like, well, okay. But as he said, we handle things differently. I promised your father I would do this, but on any other day, it ain't gonna be that. That ain't gonna happen again. Like, I lied this one time and that's it. You don't get no more. So we then see Dre at the club, thinking he on top of the world. So the girls say, excuse me, some guy is in VIP and he's refusing to pay for anything. He says he knows you. He's like, all right, I'll handle it. He go over there. It's Diego, crazy ass. Excuse me, Diego in VIP. Oh yeah, I see the system you have. He see the pills in a little matchbox or whatever. This is great. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But Ghost sees them too, because again, they're following Dre. So Ghost sees Diego and Dre in the club, but he of course walks away. So Diego then says, Ja, well done for doing A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So to cause he handled the logo, the Toro logo situation and got the shipment in. He like, all right, so for Ja, well done, you got to go have sex with Francesca. He like, what? Not Francesca, the girl who he was having sex with early in the episode. He's like, no, I'm on a job. I'm good. He like, no, go have sex with Francesca. Go. So Dre and Francesca walk off to the bathroom. He like, look, how much does this pay you to tell him that we did it? She's like, that ain't how it works. She's like, he'll smell my coochie. Like, we have to have sex. Like, or if we don't have sex, I'm dead and so are you. So let's just have some fun and let's just have some sex. Now they doing it. This is what I have to say about Dre. We've been waiting 5 seasons, or at least 4 seasons since he's been on here. Dre has not had not one sex scene. He has one sex scene, and we don't even get a shirt to be taken off. He in a bathroom, fully clothed in a suit, and I'm like, and then his penis can't be that big because he wasn't even like long stroking it. I'm like, he was moving as if his penis is about 5 or 6 inches. Like, he wasn't moving far. I'm like, that's not even really sex. Like, I was disappointed to see that sex scene. I really was, and I was mad. Diego then walking like, okay, yeah, now it's my time to watch. Like, oh shit, no, man. So Diego basically just wanted Dre to have sex with Francesca so that he can watch it. And Dre said, I ain't into this, and he just kind of walks away. He's like, all right, he's no fun. It's the whole thing. The last thing that we see, Ghost tripping. Okay, he's completely tripping. You know what I'm saying? He's calling Angela, but she's still not answering. And you know what I'm saying? He like, fuck, she's want to answer the phone. Like, I'm just going crazy. He then takes off Raina's necklace. I said, okay, who he finna kill? Like, he finna kill someone because he took the necklace off. And the only time a father takes off the necklace of their dead daughter is to kill somebody. And we see he is at the liquor store, and he has found the killer, the drunk driver who killed the family's child. And he's like, hey man, you shouldn't drink and drive, you're gonna kill somebody. He's like, man, your fucking business. Like, yeah. Then you kill so and so and so and so. Like, I don't remember their name. Goes in, he stabs dude to death in the dark alley. I said, this nigga here, he had to get that aggression out. He had to get that frustration out of his system. And he can't kill Dre. He can't get to the Jimenez. It's so much he can't. He don't want to kill Kanan. He just has all this built up frustration. And Ghost is a killer, one way or the other. As much as he wants to be on that straight and narrow, he's a killer. And sometimes to get out that aggression, he has to murder someone. He ain't getting no sex. His daughter's dead. He doesn't have his club. It's just too much that he can't control. But he can control that goddamn knife in that man's life, and he killed him in the alley, dead. Now I'm looking like, that's another damn body. I just don't have time for him to get arrested for any other murder. Okay, let's just say that. And that's how the episode goes off. Him releasing the anger to that man's abdomen and stabbing him to death. So that was the whole episode. Oh my god. Power takes forever to properly review. I'm done. Okay, that's if y'all even tuned in. If y'all tuned in this late, put a comment in the section and put 313. That's how I'm gonna know who actually watched this to the end. So put 313 in the comment section if you watched this whole goddamn review. I am Jay Lee. It is 4:41 in the morning, people. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.